Hey guys, how you doing? I've been shopping a lot recently. I've bought a lot of items that are related to technology and photography, and I thought I'd share each purchase of each product with you guys, just to let you know what my thoughts are and why I bought each item. So take a look, let's have a look at what we got. Now when I say I bought a lot of items, I really do mean a lot of items this month. Yeah, so I've kept this box and I've just been putting the boxes in just to remind me of what items I have bought so that I can make this video. So let's go from the top. So first up is this microphone. This is the Rode NT1A and I bought it from Amazon on the Prime discount day for technology. I've been eyeing it up for quite a while and they had it for just over £100, down from I think it's 180 normally, something like that. Now this is an amazing microphone and it came with a pop filter and a little shock absorber cradle so that you can mount it onto a stand. And I'll be using it for a lot of my voiceovers in coming videos, particularly product ones, because you can get really close to the microphone. You can get that really nice warm, almost radio style voice. Yeah, I'm excited to use this. I've not properly used it yet, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can get from this. As I said, I've been eyeing this up for a long time, so I'm so glad that Amazon put it in their discount day, because it is a quality microphone. I've read a lot about it. Now, along with the microphone, I also got this stand. Now this is a scissor arm stand and it will hold, as you can see here, here's the Rode NT1A, and I've got that just over here now. Woo! So this is a microphone just here, and I have that connected very close to my desk. And yeah, so far it seems alright. It was very cheap. I mean, let's be honest, it was like £12. So I'm not expecting amazing stuff, but yeah, it should be alright. He says, as it falls down. Okay. I may have spoken too soon, and literally from holding this, what has happened here? Oh god. Yeah, that's not meant to be bent. Okay, don't buy this product. I'm gonna send that back. That's terrible. But anyway, here's the microphone. Microphone seems solid. Don't buy this stand. Anyway, on with the next product. I can't believe that just broke in my hand as I'm recommending it. Another item I got from Amazon, and this time it was in a recommended product section on the homepage. And I think Amazon do definitely know what they're doing when they're tracking customers, because these are some filters, again, I've been looking at for a long time, and they offered it to me half price. Here's a little tip, I guess. If you want to buy something from Amazon, keep looking at it continuously, and eventually they may offer it at a big discount. You'll eventually buy it, they're happy, and you're happy. So there we go. So this is the Hoya Pro 1 circular polarizer, and this is a filter that will sit on the end of your lens and you can just twist it around and it will change the way that light comes through the lens and reaches the sensor. Now what that means is that you can actually bend light to remove things like reflections from water or from glass. You can also use it to deepen the blues in skies and just generally make a little bit more of a vibrant image. I've not got much experience with polarizing filters, so this is definitely something that I'm going to be experimenting with. But what I do know is that if you're going to buy a filter, you really do need to spend money on it, because it's definitely an investment for the future of your camera gear. And if you go for a cheap one, you're going to get all sorts of weird light casts that come across. Sometimes you get purple and yeah, it just never really makes the image that great. So that may actually put you off using it if you buy a cheap one. So yeah, you do kind of have to spend a lot of money. This one I think was about £100 or something, reduced down. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly. But you can check my blog for all of the correct links and prices. It would be all of these products correctly. So if we just have a look at what this filter does, you see when we open it up, the filter just sits on the end of your lens, and then as you turn it around, you can adjust the way that light comes in and you can remove reflections and make images a little bit more vibrant. Probably would recommend getting a protective case for these filters, because they are quite fragile and the packaging it comes in is just a plastic box which could quite easily crack and damage your filter. The second filter I got is this Tiffin variable neutral density filter. This looks like this. Comes in a little pouch. This is quite a chunky filter, and I bought it primarily for video use. So again, this sits on the front of your lens, and what happens is you turn the ring around and it will adjust the neutral density, which is the amount of light that comes into the lens, on a variable scale. So for example, if you want to maintain a certain aperture at a large size when you're doing video work, that means a lot of light is coming into the lens and onto the sensor. In broad daylight, that means that you're going to need to up your shutter speed, but with video you can't really do that. You need to maintain the same shutter speed throughout. So by using a filter, you can darken the light that comes in, maintain the same large aperture so you get nice shallow depth of field, and maintain your shutter speed. So this is the one way of controlling light without using the features on the camera. And again, this is something that unfortunately you do need to spend quite a bit of money on, because cheap filters just really aren't that great. So I've not really had much experience with these, but you can see now that as I turn it around, the amount of that light that comes into the filter will just vary slightly. And that's enough to get you a few stops of difference on your camera. So that's that one, pop that back in there. So I'll be posting more about these when I use them. So yeah, you should probably check out my Instagram or follow my blog, and you'll see latest images, probably including these. So let me know what you think in the comments. So my next two products are from Manfrotto, and we've got the Manfrotto Pixie again and the Manfrotto Pocket. Now I didn't technically buy these were given to me in the goodie bag at the end of the Manfrotto bloggers event. You can check out one of my previous videos of when I went to that. But I thought, you know, that's quite a nice little gift to have, and I would feature them in this video. This Manfrotto Pocket is a nifty little device that screws into the bottom of your compact camera so that you have an instant tripod. So it works just like this, and it's like this little tripod. You screw your compact on top, and then you can set it up anywhere that you need it to be, and you can angle it ever so slightly and then fold it away for when you put it back into your pocket. That's why they called it the Pocket, I imagine. But yeah, these are cheap little accessories, and they'd make great gifts for someone who's just getting started in photography, or someone who's just got a small compact who wants to do something a little bit more with it. And the Manfrotto Pixie I've already featured in a previous recent purchases video, so you can go and check that out here. But my quick words on it are that I do love this device, and I'm glad that I've got two now. Another item that was in the goodie bag from Manfrotto was this Lastolite light diffuser, and it pops out just like this. Whoa! And you can just hold it in front of a light, or you can shine it through a flash, or you can just diffuse the light from a window, or any way really, and it will just reduce the amount of light that you get coming into your frame and your composition. And of course, it's just a pop-out one, so it'll fold away and back into the little bag. Again, thanks Manfrotto, great gifts. Now I've got a couple of other Manfrotto things, but these are things that I purchased myself, they weren't given to me. So this is the Manfrotto Be carbon fiber travel tripod, and this little baby is extremely lightweight but so durable. It's amazing. It comes in this little bag and folds out nicely. The tripod itself is actually folded inverted on itself, so you kind of unfold it around like this, and then it's got this ball head on the top, so you've got pretty convenient control. Of course you can lower the center column. 3 adjustable legs, and these are all carbon fiber, so it's extremely lightweight. It's literally about half the weight of my other tripod. So this is very versatile for traveling, and I imagine very strong even for some of my heavier camera gear. So I'm looking forward to actually being able to take a tripod out on more occasions, because quite often I'm put off by the weight of it. So to have a tripod that's with me a lot more often, that means that I'm going to be able to do more long exposures and just travel a little bit further to get those decent shots. Now you don't always have to go for a carbon fiber tripod, they are more expensive, but for me I see this as a long-term investment. I mean, I've had my previous tripod for like 7 years and I do love it to bits, so I imagine that this could also have another 7, maybe even 10 years or more as a lifespan. That being said, you don't need to go for carbon fiber. They do have different metal ones. I think there's an aluminium, or maybe it's a steel one, and they are a lot cheaper, but the same size tripod and same features. The tripod itself is a great height. It's exactly the same height as my 190X Pro B, so yeah, looking forward to using this. This is the Manfrotto Be. Super happy that it also came with a bag. No tripod does that these days. Let's just fold that back up. You'll notice how it ingeniously folds into the head just like that. Very small and very compact. Although very small and compact kind of means the same thing, right? Alright, following the footsteps of tripods, I've got another thing. This is the Joby Gorillapod Focus. Now this was a bit of an interesting purchase for me. I already have the Gorillapod SLR Zoom, which is the white version of this, but I really wanted a ball head for it. Now the ball head on its own is about £35–40. It's about the same price as what I paid for the Gorillapod. This is about £100 and it comes with a ball head, and it's just generally a lot more professional. It's a metal body to it. It's just very, very sturdy and feels solid. Now again, Amazon did an offer on this and they had it for £70. That's a 30% reduction, and I think it's because I've been browsing at it loads and loads and loads, and eventually they showed it to me for cheap, so what do you know, I bought it. And like I said, this thing is solid. So you can see immediately that it's just very metal, and we've got the ball head built in, a detachable plate so you can keep that on your camera for quick release. With it being such a small tripod, but very sturdy, I can just attach this to my bag and I won't really notice it. Likewise, because I've still got my previous Gorillapod, if I need to go even lighter, I can have that one. But I think this is going to be the Gorillapod for me now. I almost wish I'd bought it in the first place, if I'm honest. Yeah, this thing feels solid. Yeah, put that back in there. I don't really know why I'm putting them back in the boxes, I'm keeping them. Anyway. One more item I bought recently is the Native Union belt cable. Now this is a USB lightning adapter for an iPhone or iPad. Now I was looking to get a new cable because I need a spare one when I'm traveling to and from freelance work. And I was looking at the Apple official ones, and to be honest, the lengths of them aren't that great. There's something like 50 centimeters, or they do a 2-meter one. Anyway, this one is 1.2 meters. Which is actually a much more manageable length. It's not too long, but it's also not too short. Not only that, it's made from this really rugged cable surface, and it feels really durable. It's got a nice belt clip to it, and this pretty much seems exactly what I want. Now I bought it directly from the Apple store, so it's an official certified product. And what more can you ask for, really? Cables are already expensive, so if you're going to spend the money, you might as well get a good one. You should check out other Native Union products because they look pretty good. They've got these little ball devices that allow you to just hold it on the desk. It just weights it down. I'm quite interested to see what they're like as well. So, cables for iPhones, big business. Seriously, stop putting it back in the box and keeping it. Just another quick one, and once again this is also a Manfrotto product. This is the Style Plus, and it's just a little case that I'll be using for my compact camera, and I can just kind of throw it into a bigger bag and I don't really have to worry about it, and it feels very, very solid. It's just got a single zip, opens out just like that, and camera should fit in very nicely. These things are pretty cheap. This was like £11 or something, so not very much really, and you can just have peace of mind when you chuck it into a bag that's not really made for camera stuff. It also comes in a few different colours. I think you can get it in cream and white, maybe a navy blue as well, and of course this black one. So yeah, looks good. Alright, we're getting to the last few products now, and I've still got a few. So if you've seen one of my more recent videos, you'll know that I've bought a new camera, and that is the Sony a7R Mark II. And man, do I love this camera. I've only had it for about a week, and I'm really, really loving it. So I'd recommend you go and watch the unboxing video of this, because I give my first thoughts and just a rundown of the specs and everything. And of course check out my blog post. I've done an update of why I bought this one and not a new Canon. Along with the Sony a7R, I also bought the Metabones Canon EF to Sony E-mount adapter, and that just allows me to use my Canon lenses with that. And I've also got a battery grip for the Sony. Much like all of my other cameras, I love to have that portrait button, as well as just the added weight when you've got a longer lens. It just balances it a little bit closer to your face. Oh, and not to mention it gives you double the battery life, which is the main point of it really. So yeah, that's the battery grip. And then with it being a new camera that's doing 4K video, I needed to get a new memory card. So I got the Lexar 128GB SDXC card. Now I'm still amazed that there are 128GB in this little SD card. That baffles me. It was only a couple of years ago I was buying a 16GB card. This is crazy. It's a UHS Type 2 card, and that means it's got the 2 rows of contacts that sit on the SD card. That was a little bit baffling at first when I saw that. But that means that you get much faster connection and it just travels more data. So this is able to do 4K video, which of course the new Sony a7R Mark II can do. I don't know why I said can do. And it's 128 gigabytes. That's huge. Again, Amazon gave me this at a big discount. I saw this on my homepage for like £60. Normally I swear these are like 80, 90, maybe even £120. So I was very impressed with that, and especially because it's got 150 megabits per second write speed. That's pretty fast. Thanks for that. And now my final item, which is the skinny micro muff. Now this is a little wind muff that sits on top of your compact camera and sits over the microphone. And it protects it from the noise that you get when wind is blown directly into this camera. So hopefully now when I'm vlogging outside and it's in a windy area, you're not going to get any distortion in the audio. It's going to be very clear and crisp. And it just sits with a little bit of Velcro, so you can still get to the microphone like that, or you can just pop it on and leave it in place. And it's got a little hairdo. So yeah, this is the Micro Muff Skinny on a G7X if you're wondering. I did originally buy the Micro Muff Original and it doesn't fit, it's too small for the G7X. So if you're gonna get this, you need the skinny version. I also trimmed it down ever so slightly so that I can still pop up the flash. Alright, so that appears to be everything. That big box is now empty, and those are all of the products that I've bought. Make sure to go and follow my blog post, and you can check out all of these products with some links to where you can buy them and some additional thoughts on each item. If you like this type of video, then let me know in the comments. I'm always interested to know if these are the sort of things that you're looking to watch. Or you know what? Let me know through Twitter. Send me a suggestion of what video you'd like me to make, and I'll reply back to you and see what I can do. You can follow me on Twitter @JoeAllam, and let's get the discussion going. Alright, so that's pretty much everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.